Your station, your music, your voice.
On air, online, on your mobile devices and smart speakers. Radio at the heart of your community.
This is Suffolk Sound.
Good morning, Brian.
Morning, Leslie. You know what, boy?
What's that?
I'm full of ruddy cold again.
Not again, Brian.
I know, because I hit one for, well, that was 5 weeks last time.
It was a long time.
And Monday morning I woke up and, you think to yourself, hello, here we are. And I had a bit of a tingle in the back of my throat.
Oh, dear.
And then bugger me if I didn't wake up on Tuesday morning and I was full of snot again.
Oh, you should have kept
But
drinking
it
that.
seemed to be drying off now, not so snotty now. It seemed to be more sort of, I'm wheezing a lot, boy.
You should have kept drinking that lemon water that Rosie asked you to drink. You should have kept on with it.
Well, no, I don't want that. I wonder, boy, if I got a little bit of
Hay fever?
hay fever. Just wondering whether or not I got a little bit of that because I've been congested.
Yes.
And I'm ever so wheezy, so
You
I
take
ain't been
it
able
easy.
to do nothing in the garden this week because I've been full of snot.
Oh, dear. That's not good, is it? No, it's probably hay fever this time of the year. Anyway, what's up?
Mind you, boy,
Go on.
shouldn't be cutting the grass in this heat anyway because that's been lovely weather, boy,
Oh, it's lovely. Yeah, very nice. It's going to get colder again, I think, tomorrow. It's the Ipswich to Felixstowe Historic Vehicle Run tomorrow. So I think it's about
they're out tomorrow, are they?
Yeah, 12, 13 degrees tomorrow. So I've got my beach buggy and the Ford Capri out tomorrow.
Right, and do they come past Melton?
No.
No, so if I want to see it, I've got to venture out to Felixstowe.
You've got to go to Christchurch Park or Felixstowe or be on the route in between. And you can wave.
But you're going on that, are you?
I am. I got my beach buggy and my friend Ray's driving my Ford Capri.
Well, that'll be all right, boy, won't it?
Yeah, looking forward to that.
Have you been enjoying the sunshine this weekend? What you been up to?
Well, I went to a spa this week.
All right, yeah. What'd you buy?
What do you mean? What did I buy?
Well, it's a shop, innit? You used to usually find them on the corner, but there ain't as many of them about now as there was at one time they were everywhere. But now they're all different shops, aren't they?
No, I went to a spa. A spa, not a spa shop, a spa. I had a massage.
What sort of
I
spa?
had a massage.
You had a massage? What,
Yes.
you been to one of them places?
No, it wasn't a Thai massage. No, I went to a lovely place. It was called Retreat East, and Claire was there, and she's a.
What, she's the masseuse?
No, she was meeting and greeting, and she said, "Oh, will you say hello to Brian for me, please?" And she gave me a little half a guship.
What is it? Huh?
You go along,
You had a
right?
guship?
Yeah, you had a guship. Yeah, you go along and you relax, and then someone comes along and they give you a nice massage or a facial, and then you can relax in the jacuzzi, the garden bath, and then you have a bit of lunch.
Right,
and
so what was her name again?
Claire. You say hello to her?
So she don't give the massage?
No, she was welcoming people
But
when
she'll
they
give
came
you
in.
a guship.
Yes.
That sounds like my sort of place, boy. So what were you there for then, boy? What were you,
Well, it was a birthday
feeling
present.
under the weather?
No, it was a birthday present from last year. My friends clubbed together and we went and enjoyed it. It's actually my birthday
present?
Yeah, from last year. It's my birthday next week.
What do they send you there for then?
Well, because they thought I needed a bit of pampering.
Oh, I see. So you'll go there to sort of put your feet up
Yes.
and switch off, as we
Yes,
say, and
yes.
just sort of relax.
Yes. And
Well, you could have done that in the garden for nothing, couldn't you?
not quite the same.
I don't suppose that's the same, though, boy, is it?
Not quite the same. No. What have you been?
You had a nice time, Al.
No, they were lovely. They're very thoughtful and very kind. They were very nice. Yes.
Oh, that's all right, then, boy.
Yeah.
You know what you're doing. Each
Yeah.
to your own, I say.
Yes.
I don't know if that's my sort of thing. Sitting there, people playing with your feet and sort of rubbing your legs and telling you.
Wouldn't you fancy that?
Huh?
Don't you fancy that?
No, I'm a bit funny, people touching me. I sort of get a little bit wiggly and giggly, I don't know if I fancy like that. Did you? Were you sort of naked then?
No, I had a pair of shorts on. You keep your shorts on, and they put a blanket over you so that, they only expose a leg or an arm or your
Christ,
back.
you must have sweat your guts out, boy, with a blanket this week. If you've been on a bed with a blanket, I've been kicking my sheet off in the night,
No, it's all very tasteful, Brian. It's all very tasteful, all very good. Yep, all very nice.
But you're allowed to keep your shorts on.
I kept my shorts on. Yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so you can get rid of those images. What about your week? What have you been up to? Rumor has it that you've been to the boot sale. You found a bit of a bargain, I hear.
I ain't been to the boot sale. Who's been saying that?
Well, who got the mug then? Who bought you a mug?
How do you know about the mug?
Well, that was on for that face thing, Facebook.
Oh, that'll be the girl Rosary putting that on there again. Christ, what is it with they put everything on there, don't they, these people? She sit there, she say that's her entertainment. Flicking through there, seeing what people are moaning about.
Yep.
Do you know there's people on there, Leslie, right?
Yes.
And they ask what time the shop's open. Well, surely people know by now what time the shop's open. She sit there and she laugh her head off on it. Now the girl Rosemary, she went to a car boot sale last weekend.
Yes.
I didn't go with her.
Okay.
You know,
You've had enough of those, haven't you? Yeah. You don't need another lawnmower. You don't need another lawnmower, do you? So
no. I don't. Did I tell you about that?
Yes, you did several times. Yes. What did Rosemary get?
So she went along because she was after some bits and pieces. You know, she ain't happy unless she's spending money, boy. They never are they? And she brought something, tapped on the door.
Yep.
She said, look what I got for you. And do you know what that was?
What was it, Brian?
That was one of your old ugly mugs.
A Mark Murphy ugly mug. My goodness.
That's right. And she'd found that at the car boot sale.
I bet she paid a lot for that, didn't she?
20p.
20p?
20p, she said. I said, did you bargain him down? She said, no, not at 20p. I said, well, that's what you're supposed to do. You should have said, I'll give you 10p for it. And then if you need to, you go up to 15p, don't you?
Yeah, you do, yeah.
But she didn't. I'll tell you what, boy, it's in good condition.
Is it one of the fine bone china ones, or is it a solid one?
That's a white one.
Yes, they're all white, yes.
Right, okay.
Some were fine bone china and some were old-fashioned mugs, you know.
Well, she say to me, make sure you give that a good old wash before you use it, you know.
I don't know where it's been.
So, but I don't intend to use it, so I cleaned it with some warm, soapy water.
Lovely. And
I have put that on my shelf because, you know, in years to come, you know, boy, when you're dead, they'll be worth quite a few quid on that.
Well, they might be, yes. Did you never win one when I was at the BBC? Did you never win one of those? No?
No, I tried, boy. I tried, but, you know, I was never quick enough. And I always thought to myself, blast, I wouldn't mind having one of them. And I never got one. But now, of course, I have got one.
Well,
and I didn't
done.
have to do nothing to get it, you know. I did offer to give her 20p back, but she say, no, you're all right. Leslie.
Yes, Brian.
There's something I want to ask you. There's something that's getting on my tits,
Go
boy.
on, then.
And
Go on.
I really want to see how you feel, because I bet this happened to you, right?
Yes, go on.
I have been going to a certain shop in recent weeks, right?
Yes.
And I only pop in there for one or two bits and pieces, you know.
Yes.
As I'm jaunting about. And every time I go to the counter, the little old gal behind the counter, she say, have you got one of our cards? And I say to her, no, my darling, I ain't got a card, thank you. And then she say, well, would you like to sign up for one of our cards?
Yep.
And I say, no, thank you very much, darling. I'm all right. I just want the, extra strong mints or whatever I'm buying. And she say, well, can I interest you in, I don't know what it was the other day, that some ruddy torch thing, she said. And I said, no, I don't want a ruddy torch. I said, I don't want to sign up for the card because I ain't got a need for a card. All I want is whatever I was buying, you know.
Yes.
And you know what, boy? She got right arsey with me.
Really? Oh, dear.
She said, I was only asking. I said, well, yes, because you ask every ruddy time I come in here whether I want a card, whether I want to sign up for a card, do I want a torch or a toy or whatever you're trying to flog now because it's going out of date. And I said, no, I don't bloody want it. And I said, so why don't you stop asking? And she said to me, well, we can't remember who the people are.
Oh, surely she can't forget you when you go in.
I mean, when you go in these shops, do you find they do that to you?
I do, and what happens is, as well these days, if you go out and you say, "Can I have a gin and tonic?" and they always now say, "Would you like that to be a double?" No, if I'd have wanted a double, I'd have asked for a double. That's the hard sell they do you, Brian. That's the hard sell,
Well,
isn't
they're
it?
trying to get you. They're
Get
trying
a bit
to
more
get
money
you
out.
married, aren't
Yeah,
they?
they are. Yes, yes. Would you like that as a
no,
double?
Yes, I suppose. I suppose if they. I suppose if they sell you a double, they're making more money, aren't
Of course they are. Of course they are. And I say
they? They're
no.
crafty buggers, aren't they, boy?
They are these days. Yeah, they really
So
are.
anyway, if that little old gal or someone is listening,
Stop
who
asking.
work in these, for Christ's sake, stop asking me if I want a card, if I've got a card, or do I want to buy something I've got no ruddy use for whatsoever. Because all I want is what I've been. I mean, I feel sorry for the people who are standing behind me,
Yes.
waiting, because I expect then they asked in the same ruddy
question.
thing, don't they? You can't whip in anywhere now, boy. Can you whip
No, you
in?
can't.
And you get 50 questions, you know. It's like the girl who was me, right? She was
Yes.
saying the other day, a lot
He's
of
on a
her
roll.
lot of her receipts now, they all come through the interweb.
Oh yeah, they want that. So they've got your address so they can send you marketing stuff. They can send you offers and things.
They can assholes, because I ain't on the interweb, so they don't need to worry about me doing that, will they?
Brian, thank you very much as always. Look, have a lovely bank holiday weekend, won't you?
Yes, it is a bank holiday weekend, boy.
Yes.
I'm hoping that, I'll be able to enjoy a little bit of Suffolk sunshine with a good ship.
Lovely.
And I might even have a bag of frazzles, boy. I might spoil myself.
You do that. Goodbye, Brian.
All right, boy. Cheerio together.
Your station, your music, your voice.
On air, online, on your mobile devices and smart speakers. Radio at the heart of your community.
This is Suffolk Sound.